Good morning, sir.
Yes.
We're seeing the 47th President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. Were you surprised that Donald Trump actually won that election?
Yes. I was actually surprised. Because with all the serial cases he has in the court and the way he made mess of American democratic governance while he lost election and with the way he brags and with the way he talks and behaves, I didn't look at him as a better stuff for America for now. Honestly, I did not support him because if I were to vote, I would not vote for him. So here in Nigeria, I did not support him. That he won is a big surprise to me. As it is now, that is what the Americans want. That is who the Americans want. There is nothing anybody can do about it. But it should be a shame to him because now that he won, Joe Biden invited him to the White House for discussion according to the tradition of American system of democracy, which he did not do when he lost election. So he should be ashamed of himself that Joe Biden did not toe his line, decided to respect the dignity of the democracy of America as they are the head of democracy in the whole world. They are the ones championing democracy in the whole world. Now, I saw him today, the cover page of one of our newspaper here in Nigeria this day, to be precise. Shaking hands with Joe Biden, looking him, intently in the face and in the eye. And then I look at the man and I said, oh, look at Trump, who refused to invite Joe Biden when he lost election. Look at Joe Biden now, losing election and inviting him and receiving him at the White House, planning for handing over procedures that they will have to go through, which is the tradition of the American system of government. So, well, the Americans have spoken. Let us see what will come out of.
Are you surprised that on entrance into the office, immediately he was announced the winner? He stopped something that has to do with gay, lesbianism, abortion, and some of the things that he felt that America should not get in themselves actually involved. Was it the reason why Kamala Harris was actually voted out?
No, I don't think that is why Kamala lost. One of the major things that made Kamala to lose was a trial and test that she failed. Some supporters of Trump went to her campaign ground and they were lifting high placards that talk about Jesus. And she didn't know how to address them. And she now addressed them and said, this is not the place for you, this is not the place for you, this is not the place for you. But she was actually trying to tell them, why don't you go to your Republican campaign ground? But she missed it. And those ones capitalized on it and went online to say that Kamala Harris hated Jesus, denounced Jesus. That was what affected her badly. because I can recall in the world today, huh? There were two dance band groups that were very, very popular then. At least let me mention one. Hmm? One of them was the Beatles. They were very popular in those days, and they had money. And they became so popular that the popularity went into their head, and they came on air and said that very soon the Beatles will soon become more popular than the name of Jesus. And that was the end of the Beatles. That was the beginning of the downfall of the Beatles. And they scattered, the dance man scattered. Until today, nobody hear their name again. Not even one of them. They are gone and gone forever. Because that name Jesus, eh, is from God, the creator of the heaven and the earth. And anybody that despises that name publicly and openly, he or she will have himself to blame. So that was what actually affected Cameroon. Now, going to lesbianism and homosexualism, honestly, whether the government come out to say we ban it, we don't support it, or they say they support it, they will always be there, and they are always there. Before ever they gave them open ground to come out, they were already there. And it would have even been better that they come out so that you will know that this one is homosexual, this one is a lesbian. And then the judgment that will come upon them, yes, will still come upon them. When Sodom and Gomorrah was existing, there were other countries. When the time of judgment came, God burned down the whole of Sodom and Gomorrah and never killed anybody that was not part of that, act that was against God. Even Lot, that was not part of it, and his children, God put them out and destroyed the rest of Sodom and Gomorrah. So anybody who is a lesbian or a homosexual is against God. But the time of judgment is coming for such a thing. But telling me that they are not there, they are there. Even in Nigeria, they are there. Yes, lesbians, homosexuals are there. They are there almost in every government department in Nigeria. Yes, I can say it boldly. They are hiding there. If you tell them to come out, they will come out. And you will now know them and say, so this one is this one, this one is this one, this one is this one. I think that was what the previous American government, democratic government is looking at and say, let us see how they are, let us see where they are, let us see who they are, and let us know them. So that even when you are mingling, you separate yourself from them. Instead of mingling with them without knowing that this one is homosexual and this one is lesbian. That's my take on that.
Okay, so on a final note, do you think that Trump will give a space for peace in Africa, Middle East, and of course Europe, considering Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Palestine? Then in Nigeria here, and Biafra is seeking for recognition or solidarity to save the people from excessive burden of non-political participation, pushing them to demand for their sovereignty. How would you look at that issue? And recently, it was in the news that an IPOB lobbyist was Trump appointed an IPOB lobbyist, a chief of staff to his administration. Does that signal anything that is to come?
Yes, it does. It does. Because Trump himself has never been against, the advocacy for Biafra. He has never been against it. Yeah, and that is the biggest surprise about Trump to me, because as a Republican president, you know, Republicans are known for fighting wars and quelling troubles, but Trump has become the contrary in this area. Now, judging by how what he did in his first term, sorry, while he was president in America, we are looking at it that he might also replicate the same thing by championing the cause of peace in the world. But we must be mindful of this, that no man, no president, no matter how big or how strong he is or his nation is, will be able to champion the cause of peace in this present world and achieve it. Because God himself has said there is no peace on the earth. And before the return of Jesus, there will be wars and rumors of wars, and even people will fight against themselves. Nation will rise against nation, and so this one will continue until the return of Christ. It is only Christ that can bring peace to this world with his reign, which we are expecting. Those of us that know of the truth that he will surely come one day. But for what the presidency of Trump means to Africa is that Trump will make sure that the allegiance of some of the African countries to America will not be lost to other nations, like Russia or China. That's what Trump is doing. And we hope also that the terrorism and the wars that are going on in all parts of Africa, Trump government championed by Trump, will look at it critically and see how these things will be solved. And I can assure you that if Kanu of IPOB will regain freedom, it might come in the time of Trump.
Are you okay? Prophecy or okay? You are already forecasting.
I'm looking into the future of how Trump handled the case of IPOB while he was there as president of the United States of America, which is the president of the world. That's what I am looking at, and that is why I'm saying it now, because America champions freedom of speech and fair treatment to all. And Donald Trump happened to be somebody that believes in it so much. And I look at it that that's the reason why he has multiple cases in the court, and he has almost won all the cases, because becoming president already automatically make him, make him to have immunity to prosecution and sentencing in the law court anywhere in US. So I think I'm very hopeful that Kanu will be released during the time of Trump. But if Bola Ahmed Tinubu will think right and do the right thing at the right time, he may as well do it before Trump comes into power. But if Trump comes into power and it's not done, I know during that time,
Trump is being seen as a very intelligent man from some people. We know what the role Buhari played during his was running with Joe Biden, and making reference that P2B is the Trump of Nigeria, and now being the first person to congratulate Trump. How would you? Is it not a mockery thinking that Trump will not actually win that election? How would you react to that? Now P2B is the Nigerian Trump. Before Trump won the US presidential election, was Nigeria trying to make mockery of him or what? But aligning P2B with Trump.
if you like, you make mockery of Peter Obi. If you don't like, don't make mockery of him. All I know is that Peter Obi is the president that we need now. Peter Obi is the president that we need now.